Hi, welcome to my video. I'm Dan. So, this video is kind of a second part to a video I made years ago. It was one of my first videos. This video is going to be a second part about the video I made about endings, bad endings from TV shows that were annoying. Except it's going to be way more chaotic because I haven't really even structured it. I should finish a show the other day and I am baffled by the ending. The show itself is ridiculous, ridiculous, but the ending was bad. It was so bad. My cat wants to get in. Yeah, it is. In that video, I talk about. I think I talk about supernatural and no. As I was saying before, I was interrupted by certain feline. This show I want to talk about today is the blacklist. For those that don't know this show, I don't even know how to explain this. It's so chaotic. Um, the show is basically about Raymond Reddington, the number one most wanted thief criminal wanted by the FBI. He's like number one in the most wanted list. He makes a deal with the FBI that he will give them cases, and he gets immunity, like from he cannot be caught or things like that. And it's interesting. So there are a lot of things about this show. Like, first of all, it's so, how do you say it? Out of reach. It's so out of reach. Like, every case is like war ending, and they solve it in like 2 days. So let's talk about the ending itself and why is it bad and how chaotic it is. So the show is 10 seasons long, and one of for 8 of those seasons, one of the main like drives of the show is the relationship between Raymond Reddington, the criminal, and Elizabeth King, an FBI agent. That at first, at the beginning, they imply that Raymond has some sort of connection to Elizabeth, and throughout the seasons, they give more and more hints about what this relationship is and all that. One of the things that annoy me is that they never confirm who he is, which I think, I mean, it's not necessarily all that bad. Because like, yeah, it's not important who he was technically, because now he is Raymond Reddington. Oh, you wait. I skipped the part. So actually, he's not the actual Raymond Reddington. Like, Raymond Reddington was a U.S. Marine officer, but so he was killed by Elizabeth King as a child because the actual Raymond Reddington was her dad. Although she didn't know this because she was adopted by a friend of his mom, of her mom. And we found out that he's not the actual Raymond Reddington in like season 5, I think. So from season 1 to 5, the question is, what is Raymond's relationship with Elizabeth? What is it? Then you think, oh, he's her dad, and you're like, oh no, he's not the actual Raymond Reddington. So who is he? Elizabeth King is also the daughter of a very famous Russian spy called Katerina Rostova. I think for most of the show you think she's dead, but then at some point Raymond reveals that she's not actually dead, but they don't tell you where she is. And this is where things get interesting because in season 8, Elizabeth dies. But before she dies, Raymond tells, I mean, technically not, Raymond starts to tell her who he really is and what happened to her mom and all that. And by the end of the season, Raymond was supposed to die, and Elizabeth, after his death, she will find out who he was. But it didn't happen because she found out earlier, and she ended up dying. Now, in that season finale, they give you a hint of who he might be. Wanna take a guess about who Raymond Reddington may have been? Well, I'll tell you. Let me tell you. They imply he's Katarina, Elizabeth's mother. The concept of this show, because this show is very, very straight. Like, I don't think there's like any gay characters. Like, they confirm a character a lesbian, but it's like literally in the episode she dies. So yeah, not great. So it would be bizarre that at the end of the day, one of the protagonist of the show was secretly as trans man the whole time. But they never actually confirmed it. Did they like imply to you this? Because at some point they show you like At some point, Katrina pretended to be Raymond to get money out of a bank. And then when Elizabeth dies, they show a lot of images of Elizabeth and her mom intercalated with like the dying moments of Elizabeth dying in Raymond's arms. So yes, so that's so. This is all to say we don't actually know who Raymond is. Technically, I think he's Catalina, but mm, I think he's Catalina, but they never tell you this, and I don't think he's like particularly wrong. But like, it would be nice to have no, because and I will get into the actual ending. So in the end, Raymond dies. This is not particularly a bad thing. Like I was expecting a show to end like this, like Raymond dying. It makes sense. Like I suspected he was going to die by the end of the season, since the moment the season started. So yeah, not a surprise, not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it was a great end that he died. But the thing is how he dies. First of all, um, as I mentioned, if you saw that previous video where I talk about supernatural and I think La Chica del Cable, you know, but the bad things about and if you watch Supernatural, the ending at least, you know how bad the finale was for and the reason why it was bad and one of the reasons why it was so bad was the way Dean died. You know, yeah, right? That was horrible. That was stupid. Wanna guess how he died? How this criminal that evaded incarceration and killing and being killed for 30 years? A bull kills him. A fucking bull. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Seriously, God. Like he literally. They they just show him. He's walking down a hill in Spain, and he found some bull. And this bull, I don't know. They did look kind of weird. Because if you know one thing about bulls is that if you leave them alone, they leave you alone. Unless you poke them with multi things and keep them in a tight cage and throw things and like shake things in front of them, they won't attack you because they don't have a problem with you if you don't torture them. No, so this bull was just walking down the hill too, or up the hill. I think they were going in opposite directions. I think he was just eating grass. But you see this bull was kind of like maybe he has some kind of disease, something that's making him aggressive. So he looks kind of off, you know. He has like drool all over him and flies flying around him. So maybe it was a sick bull that wanted to kill people. I don't know. But so I show you like first a bull and Ray don't have a staring content and the bull just impales him. They don't really show you that. They just show you how they found him. And that's it. Because that's the other thing about it. Not only do they kill him like in the most stupid way, which is annoying because like it's like 2 seasons ago they made a lot of emphasis in the fact that he was sick, like he was very sick, and his doctor was like, "Oh my God, Rayton, you need to relax because you're so sick," and it's never mentioned again. They don't even tell you what he had. We don't know what he was sick. What was it? So yeah, he dies in a stupid way, and that's not all. Not only do they not tell you who he was, which I can get behind. Cause like yeah, sure, you don't need to know. Look, it's more to like you don't need to know that, but it would have been nice to know. And, like we know that he cares a lot about Elizabeth and about her daughter because yeah, she had a daughter at some point, but now she's an orphan. Poor kid. That is a poor kid. So it's clear that he cared a lot about Elizabeth. He was one of the most important people in his life. So yeah, maybe you don't need to know that exactly why he cares so much about her. The important thing was that he did. I got off the rails, but so the the last minutes of the shows are first they show Dembe, who is one of Raymond's oldest friends, and it was Dembe was like a protege of Raymond, talking with another character about how great Raymond was and blah blah blah. That show ends because they people found out that they were working with Remington and that Remington did whatever he wanted and they didn't control him. Like the last case was they had to search for him in order for them to not be in prison. So they're looking for him and they're basically like, oh, think of all the things he did for us. And I don't know. I don't remember what he was saying, to be honest. He said a lot of things, though were a lot of words, and I don't remember them. Then they show you Raymond meeting with the Paul, and then they cut to this character called Donald Ressler, who is one of the FBI agents, who not only was one of the FBI agents, FBI, why am I saying A, FBI agents, and he was originally he was supposed to he was originally in the team that was looking for him. So like he went from actually searching for this man, trying to capture him, to working with him. So obviously, in the first couple of seasons he hates him, but by the end he doesn't hate him that much. So yeah, he's the one that finds him, that finds out where he is, and that's finding his corpse, which I think that was a nice thing. Like yeah, like it comes for circle that the one that actually finds him is the one that had like that's how he started. So yeah, I think that was a nice touch. But they like they show wrestler like figuring out that he kind of where he was, where he is, and like go searching for him, and they get a helicopter. He finds the body, and the show ends. That's the show. They don't show you like show you that Raymond. But first of all, it's so stupid how it's. I just can't get over the fact that how he dies so stupidly. Jesus Christ, it was so annoying. So he found Raymond wrestler finds him, and mm, you don't know what the rest of them are going to how the rest of them take the news. How his probably granddaughter takes the news, who he was very close with, whatever the relationship was, they were very close. How Dembe, who I mentioned before, a very close friend of him takes it. How the task force takes it because, like, yeah, sure he was a criminal, but they were all kind of close to him because they worked together for 10 years and all that. They don't show you any of that. They don't show you how any of them get on with their life now that their job they don't have a job anymore. They have to do other things. No, nothing. They don't tell you anything of that. It just ends. So you don't know how any of them react or what they're gonna do with their life. They don't give like an epilogue, like I don't know, something like how they what they're doing. No, no, no. They found the body. It ends. It's so frustrating. It's so annoying. Like no, you can't just end a show like that. Like yeah, sure, Rainbow was the protagonist at this point, but still, I would like to know at least like a little bit of a standoff. It's just kind of shitty to just end a show like that. I don't know. You don't really finish a lot of the characters. So yes, don't watch the show. I just gave you a weird resume about it. Yeah, I just want to talk about how because the show was so shit. The end was shit. I didn't expect much for the show, but that was a low. Bye. Wait, no, why no? You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And you can comment, like, and subscribe. That's it. Bye. Now, yes. Adios.